Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and it's going to be a look at some new NiteIze products. Every couple of months, I would say about 6 months or so, NiteIze tends to release some new products onto their website. So I always tend to check them out just to see what new things have come out. So recently I was on there and I noticed that they came out with a couple of new products, so I decided to pick them up so I can show them to you guys. They seem to always be coming out with products that are going to help you kind of retain your gear or carry your gear a little bit better, or sometimes it's just different products that maybe you hadn't thought about and then you pick them up and it has different usage and stuff like that. So I think these products here that you see in front of you are a good mixture of that. So as you can see, we have a couple of knives right on top and then some other things right down here. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start with the ones on the bottom here. So I'll set these off to the side. Alright, and we'll start with this one here. This one is called the Hitch, and it's a phone anchor and micro lock. Now, the reason that I picked this up is because I wanted to see exactly how thin this part right here is. So basically what this is if you're the type of person that's active and you're always carrying your phone with you and stuff like that, maybe you're at the gym working out, or you're running or something like that, and you want to have your phone with you, but you also carry like maybe your keys or something else. This allows you to kind of put two in one. So as you guys can see, they have a picture of the phone right here with the micro lock sticking out and then your keys. Or if not, here it is attached to a lanyard. Maybe you want to throw your phone around your neck or something like that to have your hands free. So if you look in the back, they do a really good job with their presentation as far as how everything is going to look, how to set it up and whatnot. So basically what this is this piece right here will slide right in between your phone and the case. And it's supposed to be thin enough so that it's not going to bulk out or anything like that, especially if you have your case. And then it goes through the little hole in the bottom. So if your case has a hole in the bottom to where you can plug in your charger, that's what it does. Now obviously, as you guys can see, they're kind of focusing more on iPhones here, but I'm pretty sure this will probably be able to be used with pretty much any phone out there. So let me go ahead and try and open up this this packaging here so we can take a look at it. I want to be careful not to cut too deep into it because I don't want to cut the actual product. Okay. Okay, we got that out. Let's see. They really make these plastic packaging very difficult to get into. Okay. Alright, there we go. Let me go ahead and close this back up. Alright, so here it is, and at first glance, it just feels like a little piece of maybe like silicone, like maybe rubber. It obviously has some covering on it. It's like a plastic covering on it. So we want to make sure that that's sealed up. I don't know if it's supposed to lift up like that, but there it is. So it's like a really thin piece of plastic or rubber right in there, and then you have like these little loops that attach to the little ring, and then that ring attaches to the micro lock here. So again, this is one of their S-beaners, and it's called a micro lock because these actually lock, so it's not coming open. And then basically all you have to do is just rotate it, and then now it allows you to go ahead and unlock it or push the little spring bar open. Now this is cool because you can go ahead and remove that, so if you have your own way of attaching it to the plastic piece here, then you can go ahead and do that. So I have my phone here with a case. I normally run a really thin case on my phone, and as you guys can see, it is completely open right at the bottom, so I don't have that little extra material on the top that you would feed this through. So I wanted to see if it would work with a case like this, because obviously if it works with the other type of cases, then if it's designed for the other type of cases, then it hopefully will work with all cases. So let's see, there we go. All right, so the case is off the phone, so this just kind of lays right in there, and again, it's going to go into that groove where you would have the opening for the charger to go in through the case. And then all right, so yeah, I mean, it's definitely not adding any extra bulk to it. This is definitely out of the way, so if you wanted to run that all the time on the case, you could do that. I mean, it's obviously dangling around and stuff like that, but it is very secure, obviously, because it is a larger piece right underneath the phone, and then the pressure from the phone and the case are sandwiching it together. So yep, no, it works really nice. And again, if you wanted to go ahead and clip this onto a lanyard or clip your keys or something like that to it, you can go ahead and do that. So it might not be a product that is for everybody, so it's more of a specific use product, but it is something that is available. So if you've been looking for a way of maybe carrying your phone around as you're running or walking, or carrying your keys with you, so instead of having to carry your keys in your pocket or in your hand or something like that, you can just kind of put them both right in there, and then it'll sit right behind the phone or something like that, and then you have your key. If it's like one key or whatnot, then you can go ahead and use that. So that's the phone anchor and micro lock, the Hitch. So that's the first product. And we'll take a look at this one now. So this is NiteIze. It's called the Night Gem, and it's an LED luminary. Now again, this is one of those products that I didn't really know what I would use it for, because for the most part what it is, it's kind of like an accent light. So it's not a big flashlight, it's not a lantern or anything like that. It's just designed to kind of, if you're having a party, or if you want some little area lights or accent lights, you can go ahead and use it. I really like the shape. It's kind of like this little pyramid shape. So looking at the back, as you guys can see, it says 20-hour runtime, waterproof, so it does float. So if you see from the picture here, they kind of have it thrown inside of a cooler. So again, if you're having a party and you wanted to spice things up or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. You can push it on and off. And this particular one has 6 selectable colors. I know they make one, this one here, which is the different colors, but they also make one that is just white. So if you just want a white light, you can go ahead and pick that one up. Now it does say replaceable batteries included, which is really good, because again, since it just has the 20-hour runtime, which is a long time, but once the batteries die, what do? You can go ahead and replace them. So let's go ahead and open this up. Again, I'm trying to be very careful because I don't want to cut the light. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm going off camera, but I'm trying to do this from behind the viewfinder. Alright, put this away. Now this was another one of those products that I wanted to get in hand, just so I can get the feeling for it. And it's a little rubberized. The bottom is definitely rubberized, so if you set it down, it's not going to slide around or anything like that. The top is more of a plastic feel to it. Then on the bottom here, I don't know if you guys can make it out, but it does say open, close, and then it has that symbol for power. So again, if you twist it, I'll do it afterwards, but if you twist it, you can open it and replace the batteries. All right, guys. So yeah, so basically you just press the power button right at the bottom there. When you press it, the light is going to come on, and it's actually going to cycle through different colors. So again, this particular LED has 6 different colors. So once you get to the color that you want, you just press it again. So let's say you want blue, you press it, or purple I should say, you press it and then it stays on at that color. And then you press it again and it turns off. So again, this is great for like parties and things like that. If you want to, liven up the mood and whatnot, throw them around, throw them in a cooler like you saw in the picture, and then you have some nice kind of ambient light, area light. It's fairly bright, but it's not so bright where you can use it like as a reading light or something like that. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking for more of a lantern or a lamp or whatnot, this isn't going to be the case. This is more for fun, at a birthday party or something like that. You can go ahead and throw these around and it'll make some really good lighting. So there it is. Again, that is the Night Gem, the LED luminary. So taking a look at some of the other products, we'll go with these right here. So these are part of the doohickey line, and if you guys are familiar with a doohickey, these are certain tools that you can hang from your keys, and they do different things. NiteIze has put out quite a few of these throughout the years. So this particular one I found very interesting because I've actually tested something like this, similar to this, from another company, and it's basically a keychain hook knife. So this is good if you want to have something that is good to open up boxes and things like that, but you don't want to carry like a safety knot, like a safety razor, something like this, or an actual blade, you know, you want something a little bit safer. So this is a hook, so this will hook onto the side of the box and open up the tape and whatnot. So this is a great option for that. It obviously is less menacing. It comes in a couple of really cool colors, so I picked up these two, so a blue one and a green one here. And then it also comes included with the S-Spinner micro lock, which is really nice because, again, if you're going to be throwing this on your keys, you don't want it to fall off and then you lose it. As you guys can see right there, again, it says great for boxes. And then in the back, it just gives you a little bit of an example if you throw it onto your keys. It also comes in the orange color there. So it's a lightweight aluminum body, and then it does have two cutting edges because you have the long edge right here on the blade and then the little hook portion of the blade itself too. So let me go ahead and use the blade that I was saying if you don't want to carry with you to open up this blade. So that's always pretty funny to me when you're opening up a knife with another knife. So let's see if we can get all the way around it. Set this one back up to the side there. Make sure I got it all the way around so I don't. Alright, I should have done it. Let's see. And I was really liking this blue color. I think it looks really nice. The only thing is, because it is aluminum, I'm pretty sure that it will show wear when you, especially if you have it hanging from your keys. But that's fine. You know, if it's more of a tool, so it's not necessarily designed to stay pretty all the time. So what I'll do now is I'll actually use it to open up the back portion. So again, I have this piece of plastic kind of, you know, sticking right there. So I'm gonna hook the knife right there and then just pull back, and it's, as long as it doesn't get caught in the micro lock, you just use it. There we go. Slide back, and there we go. All right. So let's get this guy out. There it is. Okay. So here we go. Keychain hook knife. So it is nice and light. It's probably around the width of 1.5 to 2 keys, so it is not overly wide, which is really nice. And as you guys can see, it obviously is kind of designed to resemble a key. So if you have it hanging from your keys, you know, besides obviously the bright color, it's not going to attract too much attention. It's not going to stand out or anything like that. You do have the hole right on top there, so you can either use the included micro lock, or if you just kind of want to put a split ring on it or something like that, you can do that. Has a little bit of a nail nick right here, but it is very easy to get to, and then it opens up. And more importantly, it does lock, so you're not going to have to worry about it if you're using it, that this is going to close down on your fingers. So as I was showing you from the package, you do have a sharp edge right here. So this is kind of like if you go down onto a box and you want to open it up, or on the side, you know, you can use that. And then you have the sharp edge right inside of the hook there. So this hooks on, and then you could just pull, you know, drag and pull and cut and stuff like that. And then you have your back lock right here. Just press that, and then it closes back down. Really nice and light, which is great. And then your locking micro lock here. Go ahead and open that up and throw it on there. The only thing that I would want it, or that I would have wanted to have seen, is maybe have like a matching color micro lock, you know, just to keep everything the same color. But you know, again, it is what it is. So there it is. You see it hanging there. Now you can just throw this onto your keys. I could easily see this on a pack or something like that. Or if you work in a place where you're opening up a lot of boxes, you know, and you have a use for something like this, maybe hanging this from the wall from a thumbtack or a nail, and then just have it available. You can just pull it out, open it up, open up the boxes, and then close it back down. Now, obviously, this is a lot safer than having something with, you know, with an actual blade. You know, again, something like this, but you know, it's more designed for your keys. So if that's the case, then this would be really cool. So again, that is the doohickey, the keychain hook knife. And along with that, I also saw that they had released another style of doohickey. And this one is just basically a straight up keychain knife. So as you guys can see, doohickey keychain knife. So this is pretty much the same concept as the hook knife, but it's an actual knife with a blade. So it does have a 2-inch locking blade. Again, it is available in a couple of different colors. I picked up the blue one and the green one as well. As you guys can see there, it does come with, it does have an orange one also. And they do include the S-Beaner micro lock also. In the back, pretty similar, you know, hang it on your keys if you want to, and then they're showing it here on top of a box, kind of like if that's what you're going to be using it for. And it is lightweight aluminum body, just like the other one. So let's get into this one. Now obviously this is in case you wanted to carry something on your keys, something small, but it has a little bit more usage than just to open up boxes, which is what the hook knife is kind of more designed for, just because you have a free blade here, and you know, a blade that opens up all the way, and it doesn't have that hook at the end to kind of block the usage. So again, you can use it for a couple more things than just the hook there. So this is the green one, really nice kind of hunter green color there, very thin, again pretty much the same diameter I would say as the other one, maybe 1 to 1.5 keys as far as the width goes. You do have the little holes kind of drilled out on the aluminum there, which obviously cuts down on the weight, so you're definitely not going to feel this any heavier on your keys. Little nail nick right there, it opens right up, and you have a little pen blade there. It's pretty sharp. You know, it's great for a small little EDC task, opening up letters, opening up boxes and stuff like that. And then you have your back lock there. I get about two fingers and then maybe a little bit more at the end right there on there, but obviously you have a little hole in the back, which you can go ahead and throw on your S-Beaner, your micro lock S-Beaner there if you wanted to attach it to your keys. And then if you take it off, then that'll give you a little bit more of a purchase. Or if you just kind of wanted to throw a little lanyard on here, or a little bead or something at the end there, and then it acts as an area for your fingers to rest, you can do that. But again, this is this is a knife that I would use for very minimal, you know, not heavy cutting tasks, just something really easy, something that doesn't attract too much attention or look scary or anything like that. And it's so light and it's so thin that you could easily throw this into any pocket, shirt pocket, pants pocket, or even like a coat pocket. And it's a great little gentleman's knife also. So there it is. Again, available in a couple different colors. So if you have a particular color that you like, green, you see the blue one, the orange one in the picture there, you can go ahead and do that, and it's not going to attract too much attention, which is really nice. So again, that's the doohickey, the keychain knife. I'm not sure what steel this is. I'm pretty sure it's something, you know, that's going to obviously need a little bit of touching up here and there, a little bit more sharpening. So if you have, you know, like a little strap or something like that, you can strap it up and keep it nice and sharp. So let me bring out some of the products that I already talked about, just so we can get a quick recap on those. And oh, sorry about that. And here is the phone with the Hitch. So again, like I mentioned earlier, NiteIze makes a pretty good job at putting out new products every couple of months, usually beginning of the year and midway through the year. And I tend to go on there just to see what's new, just to see what usage I can give to some of these new products. Obviously, these doohickeys here are pretty good products as far as EDC purposes. This is something that I can easily see myself throwing into onto my keys, or keeping in my vehicle, or throwing into an EDC bag or something like that, just so I always have it with me. The Hitch here is more of a specific product for specific people. You know, again, if you're the type of person that's going out and you need something like this to attach your phone to something, or something to your phone, then this is really good. It's very minimal. And then the fact that they do include the micro lock here, the S-Beaner, is really nice, because these are really cool. Even if you don't use it for that, you do have it for something else. And then last but not least, the Night Gem here, the LED luminary. It's kind of like a fun product. Again, I don't see a specific use for it other than to, you know, brighten up a party, or area lights or something like that. Maybe if you have it on your desk, something to mess around with and play with, because again, the rubberized bottom and that really interesting shape does lend itself to you want to pick it up and hold it in your hand and play around with it. So there it is. These are the new products from NiteIze. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.